Y'all, I just finished when Tito Loved Clara by Jon Michaud. I'm not okay. I am not okay. I need to debrief this with someone, so hopefully somebody out there will watch this video and they would have read this book too and they want to talk about it. So that's why I'm putting this out into the universe. But man, when Tito Loved Clara by Jon Michaud, that's a book. That's a crazy book. Let me tell you about it. I'm gonna get comfortable. Ooh, man. Man, let me give you a mini summary of this book first. I'm gonna try not to spoil it. I'm gonna end up spoiling it anyway because we need to talk about this. So, when Tito Loved Clara centers around the lives of Tito and Clara, the two people who there are two people that grew up in Inwood, the neighborhood at the tippy top of Manhattan. It's home to a lot of Dominican immigrants and their families. Tito and Clara also Dominican, and Clara has this really, really rough childhood. It's rough. It's abusive. She grows up with her dad and her stepmother, and school is her only solace, and it's her only way out. And during her senior year of high school, she has this romance with Tito, and that almost derails her getting up out of Inwood, but she doesn't let that happen. And she leaves Tito behind only with a note, and he doesn't hear from her for about 15 years. And home dude is just heartbroken, beyond heartbroken. He never moves on. He's like stuck in the past. Meanwhile, Clara moves to New Jersey. She has this nice life. Everything seems mostly okay. And this very crazy, convoluted circumstances bring them back together. And oh man, it just gets really messy from there. Like, Tito and Clara reunite, but it's not in the way that it would typically play out in like a love story. This is not a love story. So that was the non-spoiler version of this. But I'm about to spoil everything. Like, I'm just gonna debrief this because I need to talk to somebody about this. Oh my goodness. Let's talk about Clara first. I connected with Clara. Clara is a man. I connected with Clara deeply. Like, I didn't have an abusive childhood or anything. Like, my mom's great, but I did see school as a refuge and kind of as my way out. Even though I didn't really know what I was trying to escape. Like, Clara had very clear goals of what she wanted to get away from. But I I feel her. Like, I want and I wanted and I still kind of want aspects of that yuppie life that Clara's pining for. And I just with Clara, what bothered me in the end is that she felt bad for leaving Tito and leaving her father behind in Inwood. And girl, why? Why do you feel bad? You have no reason to feel bad. Okay, it's a dick move to just leave your boyfriend after sleeping with him and just disappear for 15 years. Yes. But you were what, 17, 18? You were a kid. You really should have gotten over it. Like, his what happened to Tito is not Clara's fault. What happened to Clara's father was not Clara's fault. She should not apologize for living her best life. That's my piece on Clara. But who I really want to talk about is Tito, man. Man, Tito. At first I was rooting for Tito. I never thought there would be a chance that Tito and Clara would get back together because that seemed too cliche. and Clara's way out of his league. That wouldn't have worked. um, but I thought maybe Tito was gonna use his heartbreak to grow as a person, get up out of his parents' apartment. Maybe he did that though, but I thought he was gonna actually, I don't know, just grow as a person. And then he started giving off Joe from You vibes instead of growing. Like he became a stalker. I thought at one point I thought he was gonna murder Tasmin, that new neighbor. I thought he was gonna murder her in the park. And then with his confrontation with Clara, I thought he was gonna murder her too. But I didn't expect Tito to be the one to get murdered. Instead of him being the murderer, he was murdered. And then to make it worse, no one knows that it was a murder. They think that Tito Tito offed himself. I want justice for Tito. That's not right. Jon Michaud, you did Tito dirty by not letting anyone know that Raoul murdered him. But I understand why he wouldn't write a happy ending for Tito. Like that's not the book you want to read. that's a boring book, and this book is anything but boring. This book has everything in it. It has everything you could put in a book. So it has the bad childhood. It has teenage romance. It has cheating spouses. It has stalking. It has murder. It has like the immigrant experiences. It has the guilt felt by immigrant children. Gosh, it even kind of covers what it's like to live in Inwood, which is what I really went into the book wanting to get out of it. Just wanting to read a simple book about Inwood, but now I'm traumatized. Like this is a soap opera in book form, but the writing is actually good. So it's worth reading if you're okay with the heartache at the end. Like someone, please, I hope there's someone else out there who has read this book and wants to talk about it, because I need to talk to someone about this. So please, in the comment section, talk to me about this book. Or if you haven't read it yet, go pick it up from the library. It's kind of hard to find on Amazon, but it's $2.99 for the Kindle version. But pick it up, read it. It is a book you can't put down. And come back here and talk to me. Let's talk about this. Oh man, I gotta go think about this some more. Bye y'all.